No.
Shh. Good girl. It's your instinct, I know. Very difficult to
Okay,
find.
starting. Okay. Your face is on and fading you up now.
Hello and welcome to day 11 here at home. It's a sunny day now. It was kind of rainy earlier. We've actually had a surprise rainstorm. Wasn't expecting that. My dog is being a little needy off camera right now, so that's what you see me loving on. If you see me, my arm over here doing weird things. She was wanting to bark at everybody who's going by today, and today is trash day, so it's a super exciting day here. It's kind of funny when you're stuck at home what becomes exciting, right? Anyway, so I had to take yesterday off. I was not feeling great, healing from surgery, not that I was getting like the non-mentioned disease right now or anything like that. I needed a day to kind of rest and heal a little bit. So glad to be getting back into it. Today is a very simple day. It's kind of this is a fun one. So we'll be working with a different pen, this beautiful white pen right here. It doesn't look white right now. Well, it is white here, but I have white ink on it, or in it right there. It is a 6.6 millimeter, size 2. I love this one for the white. It's kind of a nice in-between size. It's wide enough of a tip that the white ink flows freely. I found that the white ink doesn't like the small tips so much. So this one is a great, and because there's both a 0.5 and a 0.7 in the other, in the set for my blacks, I don't really need a 0.6 so much to be able to create what I want to create. So works out great for me, good size choices, all of that. So let's go ahead and jump right into it over here. So then if you'll switch the camera. Okay, so here we are down here. You can see the pen a little bit better. It is I can't really get it size like right there, but the 0.6. Anyway, it does write white. I was making sure it was ready over here. One of the things is once you get it going, like the first little batch, because it dries a little bit in there, goes on white. The thing I noticed, and it's going to be hard to see over here because I've already done some, is when the first pass, it goes on and it doesn't look super, super white. It actually dries a little bit more white. So it's one of those that you want to lay down and come back to. Don't try to go over to make it white in the first pass, because it will dry and become more opaque. You'll end up with a buildup, and it's really not pretty. I've done that by accident on some pieces. Learn the hard way. So trying to save you that same bit of heartache. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to start. We're going to start up here over on this side. So all I'm going to do with this is we're just going to create triangles. In the background here. I'm being messy. Nice thing is it does scrape off of this when it dries, so little nice thing. Not, I mean, it won't, okay, it scrapes off to some extent. I'm gonna create triangles in here. Now I'm kind of at a weird spot, so I'm gonna create my triangle here. My dog is, the producer is being very vocal this morning. So as you see over here, it's getting more white, and as I'm going through, it will keep drying. So I'll keep going up here. Okay, so looking here, I'm going to take it over to that point, and that's going to finish my triangles up in this area. So we end with a nice big one up there, and I like that. So connect these points here. This is where I'm gonna go ahead and come from over here. And this guy appears its own triangle right up here. So it's one of the points I really liked when I designed it that it had. These spaces get a little bit awkward.
Google's a little slow on the draw this morning. I just got the alert that we went live. 6 minutes after the fact.
I wonder how many people are going live right now. I haven't seen an analytic anywhere that's showing that. I'm going to come in from down here. She just can't help those little barks. Our little Lottie is a grumble barker. Anybody has one of those, they understand that she tries, but she still barks sometimes under her breath. But she tries.
I'm going to find a clip of that on my phone.
She tries to stop.
She wants to be good.
Yeah, and it's funny because she's trying.
Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah, she's not she's actually barking. That's full on bark. Okay, now to come over here.
There it is. Should have gone for the 3-second clip.
Can't help those little barks. Our little Lottie.
There we go.
Okay, and now the last line. Okay, so those are coming in now. You can start to see them as they dry a little darker. I love the way this works with the white. I really like the white a lot. Now something I learned is I have a toothpick over here. Oh, my toothpick's not in here. I've had like one toothpick forever, and it's really funny that it's lasted as long as it has. I'll use this. This will work. One thing you can do, where did I see a good spot? Right here. As I just get in there and I can take it off of the black. It's better to remove it from the black like that than it is to try to go over it. So I can just do a quick cleanup here. Any other spots? Your fingernail will work too, but this allows you a little bit better view of what you're doing than a fingernail. I found that for some reason the black ink likes to bleed into the white, so that's one of the reasons why I do the white last with this, is that it allows it to then not cause a bleed issue. So that's something I also learned by trial and error, so I've been able to share that with you guys today. So that's not where I'm leaving these. I'm going to now spiral in on these. So you saw how I just did that. It's not coming in. It doesn't look super exciting yet. Just wait. I will spiral in on this guy.
What are you even barking at?
She is sitting, not even looking at anything. She's just in the room. She just has a lot
you're
to.
here.
She just has a lot to say this morning. Exactly, Lottie. You said it. I am changing the start point in the triangles to keep them interesting, and kind of breaks up some of the lines in the pattern a little bit too, so that way it doesn't look like it's all just kind of flowing. I want it to be a background on this, not another so much line created in the back. Now they say there are lines created, but it's not, I don't want it to take away from all these pieces. I want it to support them and kind of give them a structure to sit on.
Milligan is posting pictures of the campus in full bloom since no one is there to see it.
Oh, our college. It is spring.
All those blossoms.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
The white does smudge some. I find it smudges maybe a teeny bit less than the black. Just FYI. I'm using this. You're laughing at something, Benjamin. What are you laughing
I'm
at?
laughing at the puppy.
She's now whining.
She wants to play, but it's not playtime right now. She's staring at me.
almost done with this step. The next step will take a little bit longer. Okay, all of them done right there. So you can see it starting to get a little more, it's a little more noticeable than it was with just the original set of lines. Now the next step, this is where it's going to take a little bit of time. And so what I'm going to do is, just like we rounded out the corners here, I'm going to round out these corners, but it's not going to be as big. It's going to be just little areas. And when I come back, this is where being able to scrape off the black will be super handy, because I can clean that up over there. Excuse me, my coffee. My nasty. There's dust in the house.
Sorry.
With all of us home, the dust is picking up.
Puppy got what she wanted.
And she's not sitting on your lap.
So I was trying to signal her to come over here.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I put my arm across the pillow next to me.
That she was like, oh.
She was like, oh, now I can come over. And now she's getting her belly scratched.
There's that. Oops, coming off the line there.
Sorry, I shouldn't read Twitter over here with the microphone in front of me.
It's Twitter making you giggle today.
I just had a dream about 7 empty toilet paper rolls eating 7 full toilet paper rolls. Does anyone have an interpretation?
That's special. My sister had a teacher who, if she didn't have anything nice to say about what you wrote, would basically just say, thanks for sharing. And that was her way of saying, you know, bless your heart, basically. There we go. So you see, I was wanting to show what it looks like when you kind of come back in. And now you notice how easily that comes off. So that also means you want to seal this when you're done. If I can scratch it off that easily. I wanted you guys to see that coming off right there. And how easy it is, and it cleans up really well. Point there now to connect that line in. It is no secret around the house that I am the dog's favorite. She's over here begging me to pick her up. If I was wearing, I'm not in one. We have chairs with arms, and if I'm in one of the chairs with arms, I can figure it out to get her into my chair with me, but not in this one. I am gonna be cutting the live stream a little early today, and I'll explain why at the end of the video. So you can stay tuned for that. When this piece is finished, it will be up on my Redbubble. They've been running some big deals right now too, so everything going on. Great time to get deals on things if you're a bargain shopper.
The link for the shop is in the chat.
Yeah, I know Ben's good about putting my links in.
And it's time for Earth Sex Pasta.
Ooh, your favorite song.
We said we were going to get some new music yesterday, and we didn't do that.
No, it's because I needed a day off.
No, and that's totally fine. Today's the 15th anniversary of the meeting of the Doctor and Rose.
Oh, that's right. Our son would watch those with us when he was little.
Mm-hmm.
He would sneak out.
After Tom Baker, Eccleston is still I guess he's my number 2 doctor. I know where you sit.
You know that I'm a tenant. I am. The next doctor is my favorite. But I could not watch G.I. Joe as a movie because I could not see Eccleston as Cobra Commander or whatever. I saw him as a good guy and I wanted to root for him. I wanted to root for him the whole movie. It was.
That's not Cobra Commander, that's the Doctor.
Yeah. So yeah, I was rooting against the G.I. Joes. Which then makes it just a heartbreaking movie, because your side loses. Now there's a nostalgic reboot that fizzled out.
Sorry, I was reading something else. I was trying to see if there's anything else to go with that. What did you say?
The G.I. Joe movies, that's a
No, that
nostalgic
flopped,
one that flopped. I mean, you know, Transformers is still going. You can ask why. But,
Because explosions. She wants something to bark at.
Mm-hmm. She got bored last night.
Mm-hmm. That's why we went O-U-T for a W-A-L-K.
Our dog has not learned how to spell yet, fortunately. Okay, I'm gonna scrape a little bit off now, just because I like to see it, if I can, cleaned up as I go. Okay, so now you can get an idea of where that's going to go. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. The main reason being, we can go ahead and cut back over to the face cam, Ben. I'm gonna talk for a minute. Or no, you can just leave it here. That way I can look at the design too. Never mind. I'm telling him to jump back and forth.
I'm gonna put you on face cam.
Okay, you put me on face cam. So in the middle of all of this, a lot of you know we closed the studio. I talked a little bit about that in some of these. We're kind of between jobs, and Ben has had his first offer, and all of the offers are going to require us to move. So we're looking at having to move rather quickly now that it's coming down to it. So I'm cutting this short so that I can start working on getting the house ready to move. You know, moving 5 people takes a little bit of work. And you, yes, you little producer right there. And so I'm gonna be focusing some more on that. So taking an hour to live stream while it's fun is a little bit much. So I'm gonna be cutting back the live stream schedule a little bit so that we can start focusing on these other life changes that are happening right now. So kind of knew it was coming, didn't know exactly what the timing was gonna be. So this isn't hitting us as a surprise. It's just, okay, it's time now. So gonna be making some adjustments as needed. Yes, Lottie. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be posting the finished picture and on my Instagram. I've been taking some process pictures along the way so that we can make it a nice little carousel so I can go through the whole progression with that. And I hope to see you in the next live stream. I'm looking forward to that. Remember, Patreon is live. There's other things that are going on now, so you can go check those all out as well if you want to support this channel. You can always support this channel by like, sharing, and subscribing. That helps other people find this content who may be looking for it. So anyway, I will see you in the next stream. Bye.
Okay, you and I are muted. I've put over to the image, brought up some music.